Yeah, we are live now. I cannot see me, but I know we are live. This is Buggy Live with me, Ricardo. This time I'm broadcasting from Thailand. As you can see, I'm not in the studio as I always broadcast and talk with our precious guest. As well as today, we have the honor to introduce to you guys a special guest, which is not only a player, but also is in the field of teaching because he is also teaches foosball. So without any further ado, I want him to explain us better what is he doing. So please welcome Oke Harms. How are you? Okay.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so did I introduce well or maybe I missed something?
All good?
Okay, so very pleased, happy to have you here at Buggy Live. As always, we talk about foosball. As you, I don't know if you had the chance to see us in some other videos, but today, yes, I want to talk to you. First of all, I want to ask you, how do you feel to be with us? This is a classic question. Are
Yeah,
you
thank
good?
you. Thank you very
Okay.
much for having me. It's very special. I saw some videos online and yeah, it's a pleasure.
Well, actually, I'm honored because, as well as I have seen you in many broadcasts in Germany, right? Where you from? You're from Berlin, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are honored as well to have you here. Okay, so tell us about you as a player now. When did you start? What did you achieve as a professional player? Let's talk about ITSF or even
Mhm.
P4P, which I know is
Yeah.
very important in Germany.
Yeah. I started playing in 2004. That was my first tournament, and yeah, really starting playing on a professional level was in 2009 roundabout. So I started to compete in yeah, European tournaments. I drove to like foreign countries like France, Spain, Denmark, Switzerland. So I played tournaments over there, and that really got me into the sport and got me into one of the, in my opinion, really important thing about football is that you really learn a lot of nice people and some I will call friends. So that's one of the things I got really deep into the sport, and yeah, with some success, you will get used to it. You will like the sport, and yeah, so I kept on playing.
Yeah, this is what I heard from our guest. The more I hear, the more even I feel, or I wish I would. I was part of this big family, right? That what
Yeah.
makes you keep going, you know? Because more than a sport is also like being a part of a big family.
True, true.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is about. And there's so many nice people. I've friends from Denmark, from Austria, from France. So there's so many nice guys around, and it's so great when you go to a European tournament to just meet them and have a chat.
So have you also joined other than European, maybe Asian or American tournament? Did you play with Tornado? Sorry. What is your best achievement?
I didn't play outside of Europe yet, but I was invited several times, but I couldn't make it yet. But I will at some point. I'm 100% sure I will go to the States and play the Tornado tournaments over there. I love the Tornado. That's the table I started playing on, and that would be awesome to be there. But yeah, it's a pity I can't make it this year, but hopefully next year. And yeah, Asia as well. I would love to go to Asia, maybe China, or there's a few nice tournaments, or in Japan or Australia. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
no.
I will go there, but I don't know when.
I know China now is growing a lot in terms of football. I had a chance to talk with one of the former coach of the China team. We had a nice chat, and he explained us a lot about China. Is growing faster, so that would be a good goal, maybe to go there. Also for me, even though I'm not professional, but just to have a look how they're doing. I think they're doing really good. So
Yeah,
yeah, sorry.
definitely. They do a great job, and I think it's not only a thing about playing a tournament over there. I think it's about exploring the country, of course, meeting the people, and yeah, I think China would be something to visit.
Yes, of course. Even because there are lots of people, so they can make really a good work. Let's
Yes.
talk about you as a teacher, because I'm really curious to know how it works. I mean, it's actually a job for you, right?
Yeah, it's part of my business. In 2008, I started my own business. It's a foosball related business where I sell the products. I sell the foosball tables, I sell the spare parts. Um, right now, we do have more than 10,000 products in our online shop. And in 2009, maybe 2010, people or normal players, they called me and asked me, hey, like, how can I get better? How can I train? Maybe can you teach me some? And I was like, okay, uh, yeah, I can think about it. And that was how it began in around about 2010. And since then, we made hundreds of courses for normal players, like bar players, for players who are playing in their companies. We do workshops for companies where we're inviting all their employees, and they're really into the sport or into the bar game here in Germany. It's a really big thing. So normally everyone knows how to play this game, and there's a lot of people who really would like to understand how it works. And that was my idea. Okay, let's take those people into classes, into courses, and show them how the technique is done. And yeah, a lot of players got into the league system here in Germany. A lot of players got into the tournament system. So yeah, it was kind of nice.
How would you, let's say, roughly, would you start a lesson, just to let our listener understand a bit more? What are the basic techniques?
Um, it's it depends on the player. If we have little groups, like for 2, 3, 4 players, we only have one trainer for that group, and we let them play first. So you can see how they control the ball, how they shoot the ball, and you can easily see the idea of the game they have. And we try to show them the real idea, like the tournament idea, like passing, scoring, how that works. So we start with the basics. We always start with the ball control. How can I control the ball? How do I pin the ball? How can I pass the ball? Of course, we do have the rules, because most of the players don't know the rules exactly. So we explain them. Then we do have passes, if they're able to do it yet. Then we have the passing from 5 to 3 rod. We have the shot techniques. We like the pull shot, the push shot. We do pin shot, European pin shot. We do the snake shot, of course, and this is for around about 2 to 3 hours. And normally after those 3 hours, people know how to shoot, like the real basics. They know how to control the ball. And then my idea of those courses was that after those 2 to 3 hours, you're able to train yourself. That was my idea, that you really have the full basics, and then you just need to practice.
How would, let's say, how would you make more catchy, let's talk about the first time or the first few times that people can not get bored, but maybe can give up more easily. How would you make? Do you have a technique to keep up? This enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's hard to tell, because normally when people book courses in my shop, or they make a gift to someone, it's normally those people are really love playing foosball. For us it's super easy to show them, because they come to us like, hey, can you show me? I want to see this one. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty easy. Do it like this. And they're like, oh wow, now I can do it. And so it's really, that's the thing, how it works. For me, it doesn't work at all when we have a group of maybe 10 people, and there's 9 people really into it and 1 people is not into it. Then it's really hard to convince the guy, like, hey, don't you want to join? And if they don't like it, I can't do anything. That's possible. But normally, all the guys who are in our classes, they love it. They're really into it, and they have the times of their life. That's true.
Of course, we cannot force. You can try all your best, and if 1 out of 10 doesn't work, okay.
Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Can't do anything about it.
What are the tables that you use for teaching?
We use normally the German soccer tables. That's Leonard, that's Vector and Lettner, and this is like the German kind of playing, like very sticky. You get a rough ball, you get kind of slow ball, so you can control it very easily. And people, when they see me playing, they kind of want to play like me. So if I use like a slippery ball, it's super hard to do with that. So that I can't give it to them. So I would always give them the rough ball. We'll show them how I pin the ball, how I control the ball, and this is how we do use it. Because if we use like a tornado or like a Bonzini maybe, the problem is that the ball is always different, and it's not the idea of playing in Germany, and that's the main problem for the customers or for the players. If I show them different tables, but the better they are, the more we use the other tables.
Yeah. So speaking about you talked just before about techniques. I think that mainly you're talking about ITSF techniques, of course. Dragging the ball, stopping the ball. Which are allowed in many of international style. Do you know about our style? And
yes. I know.
So would you reckon that maybe could be good, let's say, to introduce some of our tricks, some of our very fast shoot? Let's say, for example, the famous slingshot.
Yeah, it depends. If you want to be competitive in Germany, I think it wouldn't work. Like on the long term, on the short term maybe, but on the long term, I don't think so. So we do that from time to time, because we have people and they are like, okay, hey, can you show me a trick shot? And I'm like, yeah, sure. We do the bank shots, or we do slingshots as well. But there's only a few who really want to see that, because if you're able to have to play with the basics, like ball control, and then you get used to it. Then you can just easily train or practice the slingshots. It's not easy to do, but you will get to it, definitely. Everyone can do it if you train.
More spectacular.
Yeah,
for someone who's at the beginning. Just you say, hey, exactly. One day you can do this. You can do the bank shot.
Exactly how we end every course. It is we do all the technique. We do some tactics as well, but it's also super important to have the people really into the game. Like they should be really happy with this course. And at the end, we always do one trick shot. And that's a very easy trick shot. It's the bank shot from a 3-bar. You can learn it within 5 minutes. Like everyone learned it, and the people try it, and after the 5th or 10th time try it works, and then they're like, wow, this is awesome. This is how we try to catch up the people with something similar, like a bank shot. It's so simple, but people really love it to see it. So when we do the courses, from time to time we do use like very fast tic-tac like you guys in Italy do. But as we do have different rules,
okay,
we can't use too much of it.
Yeah. So, for you, being a teacher, would you think it could be a good idea, since I think they're starting already in USA, to introduce as a physical education, especially for youth, this kind of sport, because it is a sport?
Yeah, definitely. We do have a lot of school projects here in Germany. They do it like a project for weeks. It is 4 weeks to 8 weeks maybe, and we do have some guys who are really into the sport, and they drive with some foosball tables to schools and show them the rules, the basics and stuff. So I will highly recommend to have like courses for schools, because it's so easy to learn when you're young. That's the main thing. It's when we have like fathers with their kids in our courses. Maybe the kid is 12 years old and the father is like 40. You see, we show something and the father is like, "Oh, that's really hard to do," and the kid is like, "Oh, that's easy. That's easy. I can do that." It's always like that. And the father is always like, "Oh, it's so hard."
Different reflection. I know. Reaction. Sorry. Yeah.
The difference is if you learned it wrong and you did it for like 20 years like that, then it's super hard to change it. And for the kids, they never saw it before. They know how to do it. Then you show it, and they know how to do it, and they just do it. They, "Oh, that's easy. I can do it. What's next?" And you're like, "Wow."
It's like when they start walking.
Yeah, really. I needed like 6 months to learn that, and you guys just did it in 5 minutes. So that's sometimes really hard, but it's super fun to work with those kids, and that's why we also do birthday parties for kids, and it's incredible how easy they learn this sport, and so I will highly recommend it.
And I'm sorry, because I do apologize, because I think I didn't ask you, even though I'm not sure, maybe you already answered. How long does it last usually, your course? And how is it structured? Before theory and then practice?
It is 2 to 3 hours. We start, the normal version is 2 hours, because we figured out like after 2 hours, when you have like a normal player, like bar player, or he's playing in a company with their colleagues, you see after 2 hours, normally they reach their limit. They say like, "Okay, now I'm done." It's so many things to remember. It's so many things to learn, and at one point you see, okay, now it is enough, and that's how we do it. 2 to 3 hours. 3 hours is more for bigger groups. We have 10 or more people, but after those 2 hours, they know the basics, like the basic techniques. They know the rules, and we do a little tactic.
And, okay. So, what are your goals for the future in terms of teaching, of course?
I would say how it is like now. Right now it's pretty awesome. We do have so many courses. We do have courses in all over Germany. So I started here only doing it in Berlin. So I found some players who were working for me with 5 or 6 bigger cities in Germany, and we do have the courses so now all over Germany, and it's getting more and more and more. People love it. We get the feedback after, and everyone is like loving it. So my time is limited, so I'm afraid I can't do so much more courses per week, per month. That's my main problem, because as you know, I still like to play foosball, so I would love to go to tournaments, and it is pretty hard if you have Monday to Friday normal work in my company, and you go to the tournament on Friday midday or afternoon, and come back really exhausted on Sunday night or Monday morning, and then you have to work again. So that's really, really hard. So
very busy week, let's say.
Yeah. And if we have situations before Christmas, that's our main business with those courses, because people make a gift to me. There's so many players who want the course then, and it's really a hard time for us, because we have so many courses to do, and we try to have bigger groups, and we do like those company events, like Christmas parties and stuff. So it's really exhausting.
So one last thing that I think it deserves to be mentioned: how someone can reach out of you, of course, either for training lesson, advices, or to get some parts of the foosball, as you told us you sell also foosball, right?
Yeah. So you can find everything in our online shop. That's kickerkult.de or .com. And we do have all the courses there. We have all the information about the trainers. We have girl trainers. We have me as a trainer. We have all those training cities, so you can see where it is exactly. And we also are going to work with some other trainers to do like special junior trainings. We do have a pretty nice venue here in Berlin right now. They started showing the sport to juniors, like really young people, like 12 to 15. One of those guys just got German junior champion. So he just started like 2 years ago, maybe, playing foosball. So that got really quick, and so that's one of the goals we have, to make it a real sport, or in my opinion, it is already a real sport, but make it like well known for everyone.
Yes, of course, you never stop to improve and make better research and make better results for the sport, of course.
Exactly.
So, again, please, how to reach you, so I can also tell the people what is the name of your website?
That's kickerkult.com.
Kickerkult?
Kickerkult. That's the name.
Kickerkult.com. So,
exactly,
people interested to reach out of him, to know much better about him, being a great player and also a great teacher, it would be good to get some more info for whoever wants, especially in Germany, to get in touch with him for lessons or anything related to foosball. This is his website. Okay, so say that, do you want to add, I don't know, special thoughts, something about this today interview, because we are near the end? And okay, before we finish, I want to thank you so much, because I know you are really, really busy, and you still found the time to be with me, which now I'm little bit, how you say, in a difficult way for the time zone. But thank you so much for this.
Sure, you're welcome. No problem.
So I don't know if you want to add anything else, otherwise we are towards the end. And
it's I don't know what to add, but I think when people watch something like your YouTube live or stuff, it is really important when you are into the sport, when you really love to play football, that you search for people who also like that. Um, we do have several options here in Germany to start playing football. It's the clubs, it's the tournaments, the little tournaments, the bigger tournaments. So there's so many opportunities to get into the sport if you really like to. Sometimes it's not that easy to find the correct way to how to start, but this is what we do, try to convince people like, hey, this is something you should maybe think about doing. Because in Germany, you know, everyone is playing football, like everyone. And so it's for a small sport like we are, it is really hard to get into the media, into TV, because it's all about football. And
Yes,
so
I know.
if you really like to
I know
be in
you
a team
guys behind the scene are working really hard to let him grow this sport, because what we need to let the crowd know that this is not a bar game, but this is a real sport. So we encourage people to go and watch either your videos or even videos about football matches, because you need a lot of stamina, you know, a lot of techniques and focusing. So it's just a sport like any other sport in this world. So this is what we aim at.
That's one of the questions I got asked, like really often, like what's the difference between what the guys do in the bar playing while they're having a beer, and the difference what you do. And it's super easy to answer, because what they do is fun. What the guys playing in the bar, scoring goals, and it's about having fun, having a beer, having a chat, and I love that, doing that. But what we do when we go to a tournament hall or to the tournament venue is totally different. That's about winning. That's about technique, about tactics. And the main difference is when players in the bar play. Maybe it's maybe not in Italy, but in Germany, it's like when you play in a bar, you shoot. You just shoot. And it's not about winning, it's just having fun. And when you go to the tournament, you always catch or keep the ball. You want to have the ball control. You want to be the decider what to do. And so you can. This is my
I think different styles, but
yeah.
we all share the same passion. So even in Italy, yeah, we can have a beer, we can have let's say a drink when you are at the bar. But when you are at the tournament, it's totally different.
Yeah, that's
especially in our style.
Yeah,
it's more. I don't want to say manual, but yeah, it is more about stamina. You know, because instead of being calm, focused, stopping the ball, as you know, probably we are allowed to jar. You know, to move the table. So in that case, it's more frenzy, fast pace.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah, I played it several times, and it's totally different, and I'm not good at it. Yeah, it's because I did it twice in my life, so of course it's a different sport or a different idea of the game, and but it's still fun.
But your style, the ITSF style, pays more because you can play everywhere else in the world, you know, compared to us. That's why we have also to bear in mind that we have to learn that side at some point. If you want to. Yeah. So, okay, what can I say? I really thank you, people like you that still work behind the scene to let grow this sport, you know, being a teacher or a reporter or video maker, whoever you are. So thank you so much to everyone who is listening to us as well, and to all the people, like I said, like you, that works behind the scene, because without you guys, possibly we wouldn't go, this sport wouldn't go, you know, so too far. And I hope to talk to you another time, to have another chat with you, because it was very pleasant to talk to you. You're a very nice guy, and now I don't want to grab more time to you. I know that you're a busy guy, and with the hope to talk to you soon. I wish you a pleasant continues. So we have to watch the end now.
Thank you very much.
The final greetings, okay?
Yeah.
I'll see you next time, and good job for good luck, and keep doing this. Keep up your beautiful skills in teaching people.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So this was Buggy with me, Riccardo, and Oke Harms, a great player and teacher in foosball. So stay tuned for the next episode. Will be coming soon from Thailand. So far, so good. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye.